Happening now, Nova Scotia is announcing a series of new restrictions to help prevent wildfires. Let's listen.
Forward to getting outdoors and enjoying our scenic beauty that surrounds us. I get that, and I'm right there with you as Nova Scotians. But you can still go to the beach. In fact, that's a great place to be on these hot, dry days. Just no bonfires. If there's a short trail to get from point A to point B, like from the parking to the beach or to the lake to fish, that's fine. But that's it. No heading into the woods to spend time there. I know it's inconvenient. I know it's the height of summer vacation and people want to do all the activities that we so much enjoy in our great outdoors. We have a beautiful province. I know everybody wants to enjoy it, but we have to stay out of the woods. It's a small price to pay right now to avoid the kind of devastation that we saw from the wildfires in 2023. Nobody wants to go back there. Nobody wants a repeat of that. And staying out of the woods is what's necessary right now for the safety of your families, your friends, and your neighbors. We've seen Nova Scotians come together in the past to protect each other. This year's fire season has been relatively quiet, but the forecast is extremely worrying. So we have the burn ban, and we're adding another layer of protection with these restrictions right now. And let's remember, it's not just your family and your home or your business that we're trying to protect. It's also our firefighters. Earlier today, our government took steps to protect municipal and volunteer firefighters' safety by ensuring safer training environments. Many of these same firefighters fight wildfires alongside our DNR crews. We need all Nova Scotians to help keep our firefighters safe, along with everyone else, by following the measures we put in place. So I'm counting on you to do the right thing. Don't light a campfire, stay out of the woods, and stay safe. And I think with that, Minister Rushton has a few comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Premier. So yes, as the Premier said, we have already had about 100 wildfires this season in Nova Scotia. They've all been very small, but our crews have been able to manage them and extinguish them quickly. But that could change in a heartbeat. It's incredibly dry out there right now. And the fires we're seeing right now are burning deeper into the root system and going deep underground. And that kind of fire takes a long time to put out, which is exhausting our resources. Only a significant amount of rain will change these conditions for Nova Scotia. So until then, we need to step up our vigilance. That's why we put the burn ban in place last week, and that's why today we are restricting travel activities in the woods. Like the burn ban, restrictions for the woods are in place until the end of the wildfire season, or until we can determine that conditions have changed enough to lift these bans and restrictions. And like the burn ban, the fine for violating these conditions and restrictions is $25,000. The restrictions apply both to provincial Crown land and to private land. As the Premier said, the aim is to limit unnecessary travel in the woods and activities. Going for a hike is nice, going on an ATV trail is fun, but right now is not the time. So our message to the majority of Nova Scotians, please stay out of the woods. We're asking everyone to cooperate and be sensible in applying these rules to help keep our people and our community safe. Don't look for loopholes. If you have to ask your question, should I or could I? The approach is probably don't do it. And if you have a level-headed conversation question, please call your local DNR office. I want to note, we're not interfering with people's livelihoods. Lots of people make their living in the woods. It's necessary for them to go into the woods. But times can change when work takes place in the woods. So they can get a permit to carry out their operations on Crown lands. They may need to operate at night, which can take place. For example, forestry operations can take place at night, and we've already heard from some contractors that have made this switch. If you're on private land, they don't need a permit, but we're still encouraging that same change. I understand these restrictions mean that some people will need to change their plans and routines. But when compared to the damage that we saw in 2023, it's not a risk to take. It's simply a matter of caring about your fellow Nova Scotians and your neighbours, caring enough to adapt to a change for a little while, all to keep everyone safe. Thank you.
I just want to note before we get into questions that Scott Tingley is here. He's the manager of forest protection for the Department of Natural Resources, and Andrew Mitten is the director of regional operations for the Department of Emergency Management. They may
All right,
help
the
out with
burn
some of the
bans
questions.
will remain in place in the province of Nova Scotia until the end of the fire season. We're getting an update from officials saying the season has been relatively quiet, but the forecast with the dry conditions not looking favorable.